Hi, it's Rachel with Bear. Today he and I are going to be going over how to meet new people and new dogs. So, I see on the training sheet that you filled out, you say that Bear sometimes lunges at other dogs while you're walking on the leash. Now, I think part of that could be that he just hasn't really been socialized a lot, but he's gotten a lot better since he's been here. We haven't seen any aggression from him towards other dogs, but he's a lot more confident and a lot less nervous. What I think would be the reason why he's lunging at the other dogs is because he is uncomfortable around them, and he's very loyal to you and protective of you. I mean, that's kind of natural with like the German Shepherd breed, but also I was here when you guys picked him up from the last time that he boarded, and just seeing how attached he is to you. I feel like he's probably trying to protect you. So if he's nervous around these dogs, he feels that you would be nervous too, that they are scary, intimidating, and so he needs to protect you. So, first of all, I think that from being here, boarding, and being with all the other dogs, that should really help him get more used to other dogs and see that they aren't a threat. So hopefully that will help. But I'm going to show you some leash techniques of what to do with him and the process that he has to go through in meeting a new dog. And also meeting new people. We're going to start out with meeting new people first, and because I can show you more with him there. So, for meeting new dogs or new people when you have Bear out on a walk, the first thing is you always want to make him sit when a new person or a new dog is coming up. Now, with a person, that's because you want him to sit to prevent him from jumping or pulling on the leash super hard. Now, I haven't seen him jump, but he is a very big dog, so if he did, that could, catch a person off guard, and we wouldn't want them to get knocked over or anything like that. By always making him sit whenever a new person or a new dog approaches, that will teach him whenever he sees someone come up, after a while he will automatically start sitting instead of pulling, jumping, lunging, anything like that. He'll know that he doesn't get to interact with them unless he sits. So, what that will look like is if you're walking with Bear, come here, Bear. You're in your loose leash walking, you see a person, you pull the leash up, Bear, sit. Good boy, sit, good boy. And now from here, hopefully the person will ask if they can pet him, and you can say yes, he knows how to shake. Then you can step back and let them approach him and shake with him. Now that is a good way to do it because it puts you in control. You are able to control when the interaction happens and how it happens as well. Bear is, he gets very distracted. You wouldn't want him to be nervous with meeting a new person, so also it can help him if he knows what to expect. Once he meets a lot of people, he'll know that he'll sit and they'll come up to him and ask him to shake. So I don't know if Bear knows shake. I'm going to find that out right now, and if he doesn't, I'm going to go over with you how to teach him to shake. So Bear, sit. Sit. Good boy, sit. Okay, we'll work on this side. He's pretty distracted over there. Shake. Good boy, shake. Good shake. Okay, he does know how to shake. Shake. Good shake. Good boy. Good boy. All right, he is a pro at that. So, he got me right on the glasses. So we don't need to teach him how to shake, and that's good. Now, what shaking does, like I said, it does control the interaction between the new person and Bear. So if, he would get nervous about this new person, he'll know exactly what kind of interaction he'll have with them. And also, if he does get super excited, if it's someone he knows and is happy to see, it will control his jumping. Because if at first he's sitting down and, and if he has a paw off the ground, he's a lot less likely and a lot less able to jump up. So that is a plus. So again, when you're walking with Bear, you see a new person, if they look like they want to pet him, or if they ask if they can pet him, you're walking along, Bear, come. Sit. Bear, sit. Sit. No. sit. Yeah, if I touch the treats, then he sits. So you put him in a sit, say he knows how to shake, you step back and allow them to come up. So bear, shake. Good boy, shake. Good boy. Good boy. And that's how they get to interact with him. So that's how Bear meets new people. Now, meeting new dogs, you do it in a very similar way, but he's not going to be shaken with the other dogs. So, if you see a new dog coming up, just like with people, you want Bear to sit at your side. Now, if he starts being super nervous, trying to lunge, or if he really wants to meet them and he's super excited, make sure that he stays in that sit. If he's getting up, you need to correct him. One way to correct him if he gets up from his sit is to left hand turns into him. So what you do is you take your left leg, you lift it up high, and you invade his face with it like this. It's not to knee him in the face or anything, it's just to get you in front of him, to catch his attention. So this is if he's hard to handle. Now, then you'll put him in a sit, Bear sit. And he doesn't get to see this other dog until he is sitting and sitting calmly. If he's sitting like this but fidgety or whiny, that doesn't cut it. His reward for sitting nicely, he gets to meet them only if he's sitting nicely and quietly and in control. Now, one important thing to do is whenever you come up to someone and the dogs are going to meet, just say, be sure you ask them if it's okay if Bear meets them, because maybe they're working on obedience, leash walking as well. Their dog might be aggressive or they might be sick, and you don't want to put Bear into any risky situations. So always ask, or if you see them coming up with their dog, just, ask them to stop and say, hey, my dog and I are working on meeting new dogs, if you could please wait there. And if Bear is not sitting nicely and quietly, then just tell them, I'm sorry, but we're not, my dog can't meet your dog today because he's not behaving. So let's pretend that we have a new dog coming up and we have Bear in a sit. Bear, sit. Bear, sit. Tempt him with a slightly larger treat. Come here, Bear. Good boy, sit. Good boy, sit. Stay. So, you've gotten permission for Bear to meet this dog. Now what you do is you go, Bear, Bear, say hello. And you step forward, point, and you let him have some leash. Now, you probably won't give him the full leash, especially, if he seems nervous, you want to be able to control the interaction. But he doesn't get to meet the dog until he's sitting. Then you tell him when it's okay to say hello, and he goes up to this other dog. Now, the key to this interaction is you let them sniff each other for about 5 to 7 seconds. All the sniffing tells them, where they're from, where they've been on their walk, what they had to eat, whether they're a boy or girl, everything like that. And the 5 to 7 seconds, that's just enough time to get the information that they need. It's kind of like exchanging business cards. You don't want to let them interact for more than 5 to 7 seconds, because after that, the interaction usually turns to either playing or fighting, which you don't want either, especially if you're out on your walk. It's up to you, and you get to control if Bear is going to play with this dog. But by just letting them interact for 5 to 7 seconds gives them what they need to know. Also, if Bear is nervous around these other dogs, and that's why he's lunging, by you controlling the interaction so that he doesn't lunge, he learns that every time he starts lunging, you put him in a sit. And then by only letting him interact with that dog to 5 to 7 seconds, and you're in control of it, that will show him that if he is nervous, you're still in control. You're the alpha. You will take care of him. And, if he is nervous around the dog, it's not like he has to be around that dog for a long period of time. So, this will take a while for him to get used to it, but I think once he does get used to it and he learns what the interaction is going to be and what his behavior is supposed to be, I think that should relieve a lot of anxiety for him, so he knows that he doesn't have to worry about it. You have it. you're in control, and he could put a lot more trust in you, and also really see that you're alpha, so he won't feel the need to protect you as much if that is what he's doing. So hopefully this helps. This was Rachel and Bear, and we are going over meeting new people and new dogs.